We have some speakers this year, Len Schlesinger being one of them. We're going to talk about things that are going on in terms of innovation. And you know, Gary Hamel was the thing you and I were at.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there are some brilliant people that are talking about innovation and entrepreneurship. And again, I think some church leaders will ignore that topic. I mean, it sounds great, it's a sexy topic, but they might ignore it because what do they do with it?
Sure.
They may feel they're in a setting that they can't do anything. So when I've interacted with church leaders over the last few years, one of the things that I've realized, churches have to do a slightly different thing than maybe corporations. As you know, I've taught entrepreneurship and did all that with corporations. And there was a little more of a groove, if you will, for innovation and entrepreneurship in a company. You know, the last 20, 30 years. I don't think churches have developed that groove yet. So here's what I would hope that they would take away from Lens or other books like that on innovation, is that we need to have two kinds of innovation leaders going on at churches. All right, we need a couple of people. Generally, it's got to be the senior pastor or some elders or some people that are at a position or whatever that can be like the air cover. We've got that boldly set. It's not about just vision casting.
It's creating space for innovation.
It's exactly right.
Absolutely.
It's creating space. It's creating permission. That sounds crazy.
No, it's important.
You're going to hear other people talk, oh, you don't need to take permission, just go act, just be innovative.
But at the end of the day, you got to have your senior leader creating space for it. That's brilliant. Absolutely.
You do. And so I just think there is senior leaders, they don't have to be the innovators. They've got to create the space. I like the space. It's a space issue. So, you know, like a war analogy, you got to soften the beachhead.
Sure.
All right, and that can be, it's both setting, let's call it below vision, what is the goal of that innovation, and time frame. And a long time frame. I was with a senior pastor last week, and he had set an innovation path, a groove, let's use that for a minute, and he set a 5-year time frame. He said, hey, we're going to do this for 5 years. Yeah, everybody's mumbling, we're not going to do anything for 5 years, right? We're going to do this for 5 years, okay. So one aspect of a leader we need is someone who's going to set that kind of groove, all right? Then the other is what we typically, we need the ground troop leader. We need those leaders now that say, all right, you've given me the ball, you've given me some permission now, but give me a little bit more. Let me go fail. Let me
the person who's willing to actually get out there and do it.
Willing to act and do it.
Sure, absolutely, and fail at it, but succeed at it and learn from it.
And be
I
one of
love
those
that.
people.
That's great.
Right.